guys, happy, what is today, Thursday morning. I wanted to share with you first of all, how to make the perfect smoothie, but then what prompted me to share this is I have a couple of tips and tricks for you, and I wanted to share what my favorite smoothie has been lately. I'm streaming from both Facebook and Instagram, so if I'm looking at different cameras, excuse me, but I wanted to share the content on both platforms. So first of all, when we make a smoothie and we're putting like lots of different stuff in it, sometimes it's like you don't want to get all this stuff out of your pantry or refrigerator or whatnot. So I wanted to share a tip with you guys that works really, really well for me. So I found a while back this like basket that I wasn't using it for anything. I don't even know why I have it. And so what I decided to do was put all of my smoothie contents in that, and that way I can just pull that out. It's all right here. It takes me like 2 seconds. So I want to show you what I have going in my smoothie today, and this is pretty much what I make almost every day, and I absolutely love it. So the base of a good smoothie, and I know you're not going to be able to see my blender all the way, but that's okay. The base of a good smoothie is some type of liquid. So I tend to use either an almond milk, a coconut milk, maybe coconut water. You could totally just use water if you wanted to do that, but I love the unsweetened almond milk. That's probably my favorite, and I'm gonna put about a cup of that in here. This one has less than 1 gram of natural sugar. There's no carrageenan. This is organic. This is Kroger's brand. So that's the one that I typically buy. Now, the next step, I love to add greens to my smoothie. I mean, you really cannot taste them, especially if you use something as mild as spinach. Now, if you're using kale, that can have a little bit of a stronger taste, but honestly, the spinach, I put this in, hey Courtney, oh, thank you, you're so sweet. I put this in the kids' smoothies, and they can't, even taste it. So, little trick there. If you want to just hide it from your kids, put it in their smoothie. So I put about probably, I don't know, at least a cup or so, maybe a little bit more. Just eyeball it into my not food processor, but my blender here. And then I like to go ahead and mix up the greens a little bit. So it's gonna be loud for a second, but that way you don't have any, little pieces. Nobody wants to like bite down on a piece of spinach or kale in their smoothie, right? So I just blend it really quickly until that's pretty blended up. Pretty good. And if you have a really high-powered blender, you really can probably skip this step, but if you want it super smooth and want to make sure that there's no little pieces of your green leafies that you put in here, then definitely this is the way to go. Now, the next thing that I add that's in my little basket that I showed you at the beginning is my protein. So this is Vital Proteins, collagen peptides. Collagen is so awesome. I shared not too long ago with you guys that I've seen a real difference in my hair and nails using this. So I'm just gonna go right now with 1 scoop. That's about 10 grams of protein. Sometimes if I've just had a big workout, then I'll do 2 scoops, which is 20 grams, I believe. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah, 20 grams. But I love this brand. I also like Bulletproof. That's another one that I really like. This stuff dissolves, can't taste it, totally, tasteless, odorless, and I like to put this also not only in the kids' smoothies, but also in my coffee. It dissolves very quickly, and you can't taste it at all. So that goes in. The next thing that I'm going to put in, this is cacao powder. So similar to cocoa, but a little bit more natural and, retains some antioxidants and just gives it that really good chocolatey flavor. So I put that in. And the next thing that I've been using lately that I really like is this matcha green tea. These come in little packs. I actually got this at Trader Joe's. But you can buy matcha green tea pretty much, most places. And I'm hoping I don't have to get my scissors for this. There we go. So I like to put this whole little packet in. Now this is really good, has really great antioxidants in it. So really great for antioxidant support. Courtney, where did I get what? The matcha green tea. I'm sorry, I missed the beginning of your comment, but I got that at Trader Joe's. And then the Vital Proteins I buy online, Vitacost or Thrive Market. And then, sorry, my battery's going dead here. There we go. And then for the cacao powder, I buy that from either Thrive Market or Vitacost as well. The protein, yeah. So Vitacost or Thrive Market. You can actually buy that on Amazon, I'm pretty sure. You're welcome. My iron has been low. Would Vital Protein help to raise? Rhonda, I would really recommend a really great multivitamin. If you're not taking one, doTERRA makes a really great multivitamin. It's called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. But also spinach has a lot of iron in it. So that would be awesome to add to your smoothies. Okay, so I got my matcha green tea. It doesn't taste either, but again, high antioxidants, and it also is a metabolism booster, a natural metabolism booster. So that's great. We can all use a little more metabolism, right? For my healthy fat, one of the things that I'm going to add to this is just some coconut flakes. Sometimes I'll add coconut oil, but I love to just put the coconut flakes. I'm going to do probably about a tablespoon in there. Just eyeball it. But I love this because I like a little bit of texture in my smoothie personally, so that's going to go in. I am going to include also a few chia seeds. This is going to be great for healthy fat, but also fiber. So, you know, when you're making a smoothie, you really want to think about having some protein, some healthy fat, and also some fiber. So I'm going to just sprinkle in probably about a tablespoon of chia seeds, because the fiber is going to help keep you fuller longer. It's going to really help with your digestion, you know, make your digestion great. And then this is something that I love. I love the flavor of vanilla. This is by Bulletproof. It's called Vanilla Max, and it's basically ground vanilla beans. So it's like super strong vanilla flavor. 100% pure, you know, nothing refined in it. And I love just adding just like a little sprinkle. Obviously, I don't measure anything. I just, you know, eyeball it. It turns out great every time, I promise. So that's everything that I had in my little basket. I'll show you that again in case you just joined. This is my tip. Oh, actually, I forgot one thing. Cinnamon. I do add cinnamon to this. Just a little sprinkling of cinnamon. I love the flavor in this. And you're probably wondering, well, am I going to put any fruit in it, right? So I like to just add bananas to this. That sweetens it. I don't need any more sweetener, but once I add, I've got a frozen banana that I had just halved, and it's been in the freezer. I'll put that in. I don't tend to add a lot of ice because often I prefer frozen fruit because the ice will water down the smoothie a little bit. So I prefer just the frozen fruit, but if this doesn't come to the thickness or consistency that I want, then I'll go ahead and add a few ice cubes. And, you know, just a few is not going to water it down too much. So turn it up really high. It's going to be loud. And there you have it. That's pretty good for me. And honestly, it might not look like the most amazing color because of the greens and the cacao powder, but y'all, it tastes so good. And so I'll have this, you know, a lot of times after I exercise, you know, as some healthy protein and fat afterwards. Sometimes I'll even have it just for lunch. It's very filling because it's got the fiber and the protein in it and the healthy fats. So I just wanted to share that tip with you guys about the basket and share with you what my favorite smoothie has been lately. I'd love to hear if you guys are making smoothies every day, what's your favorite combo? Post here so we can all kind of just share and learn from each other. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye.